Have you ever sat at your desk, staring at a spreadsheet, and thought, is this it? Is this all my life is going to be? I know I have. 4 years, I chased excitement. I wanted every day to be a new adventure, a story worth telling. I jumped from project to project, job to job, always looking for that next big thrill. Anything that felt repetitive, mundane, or boring, I ran from it like it was the plague. My resume looked like a travelogue of failed startups and short-lived passions. I thought a life well lived was a life filled with constant stimulation. But this relentless pursuit of excitement, it didn't lead to fulfillment. It led to burnout, anxiety, and a deep sense of being utterly lost. I was a ship without an anchor, tossed around by every new wave of fleeting interest. Then everything changed. I hit a wall, a really hard one. My mental health was in shambles, my finances were a disaster, and I felt like a complete failure. I had nothing to show for my years of exciting pursuits except a collection of half-finished projects and a profound sense of emptiness. Out of sheer desperation, I took a job that my younger self would have scoffed at. It was stable, it was predictable, it was, by all accounts, boring. My main task was data entry, row after row, day after day. It was the complete opposite of everything I thought I wanted. The first few weeks were torture. My mind, so used to constant stimulation, rebelled. It screamed for distraction. It craved drama, novelty, anything but the quiet, rhythmic click of my keyboard. I felt like I was losing my mind, but I had no other choice. I had bills to pay, and I needed to rebuild my life from the ground up. So I stuck with it, and slowly something strange and unexpected began to happen. The very boredom I had feared so much started to become a refuge. Without the constant pressure to be creative, to be brilliant, to be on all the time, my mind finally had a chance to quiet down. The repetitive nature of the work became a form of meditation. Click, type, enter. Click, type, enter. This steady rhythm began to calm the storm that had been raging inside my head for years. It was like my brain was finally getting the deep, restorative rest it had been deprived of. The chaos of my thoughts started to organize itself. In the quiet spaces between tasks, I wasn't panicking about what was next. I was simply ... present. This newfound mental clarity was revolutionary. The boring work wasn't draining my energy, it was conserving it. For the first time, when I finished my workday, I wasn't exhausted from decision fatigue or emotional whiplash. I actually had energy left over. So I started using that energy. I picked up an old hobby I'd abandoned years ago, painting. I started cooking proper meals instead of grabbing takeout. I started reading books, not just scrolling through headlines. I reconnected with friends I'd been too busy to see. The stability of my boring job provided a foundation upon which I could rebuild the rest of my life. The predictable paycheck meant I could finally create a budget and get my finances in order, which eliminated a huge source of my anxiety. The set hours meant my life had structure. I knew when my day started and when it ended. This boundary between work and life, which I had never respected before, became sacred. It gave me permission to truly switch off and focus on myself. It was in this period of boredom that I finally had the space to figure out who I really was and what I truly wanted. Not what I thought I should want based on social media or some romanticized idea of a passionate life. The quiet moments allowed for deep introspection. I started journaling, confronting feelings I had been running from for years. I had the mental bandwidth to actually process my past mistakes and learn from them. My boring job didn't just give me a paycheck, it gave me back myself. This is the paradox I discovered. The relentless pursuit of excitement had left me empty, while embracing a period of boring work ultimately led to a richer, more fulfilling life. It taught me that a meaningful life isn't built on constant highs. It's built on a stable foundation. It's built in the quiet moments of reflection. It's built by consistently showing up, not just for the exciting parts, but for the mundane ones too. That boring job saved my life because it forced me to stop running. It forced me to be still, and in that stillness, I found the peace and clarity I had been desperately searching for all along. So, if you're feeling stuck in a job that feels mundane, maybe it's not a prison. Maybe it's a sanctuary. Maybe it's the quiet space you need to heal, to grow, and to rediscover what truly matters to you. It's not about giving up on your dreams. It's about building a solid launch pad so that when you're ready to fly, you're not just taking off into another storm. You're launching from a place of strength, clarity, and genuine self. Sometimes the most exciting journey begins with the courage to be still and embrace the quiet, productive, and life-saving power of boring work. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you know someone who might need to hear this message, please share it with them. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reflections on building a meaningful life. See you in the next one.